All right, joining us now is Democratic Senator Chris Coons of Delaware. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. I know it is a busy time on Capitol Hill with a CR that's been approved by the House, and now it's your turn to decide what to do. What will you do?
Well, Sarah, thanks for a chance to be on with you. We've got a tough choice in front of us here in the Senate, but it's important to remember that President Trump and Elon Musk, for the 50 days that they've been in office, or that Trump's been in office and Musk has been running the government, is they've been shutting it down piecemeal. Just yesterday, they announced a forced layoff of half of the folks at the Department of Education. That's bad news for any American who cares about education for disabled children, about higher education, about a skilled workforce. They've been laying off people at the Social Security Administration, Veterans Agency, EPA, lots of different federal services that help keep us safer and stronger. I'm going to vote against what came over from the House Republicans to the Senate last night, because I don't want to give my vote to support what Trump and Musk are doing. I do think there's real risks to a government shutdown, so I respect those who are saying they are concerned that President Trump will go even further if we hand him that possibility. But what's come over, which is often called a clean CR in the talk of the Congress, is not clean, it's dirty. It's got lots of provisions that will make cuts and harm organizations and communities all over our country. So, Sarah, I think this is a terrible idea. We should instead be working together to finish our 2025 bipartisan appropriations that we've got ready to go here in the Senate, and find an agreement that keeps the government open for 30 days while we finish that work.
While the Republicans do not need any Democrats to help them push something through, as we saw yesterday, they do need you in the Senate. So we will see if some of your colleagues also feel strongly and the same. I just spoke to Moody's chief economist about Trump's tariffs. And he said if Trump's tariffs stay in place, the chances for a recession are high, but could still be avoided. What do you see, and what can Democrats do if these trade wars go off the rails and stay in place, creating a recession?
So, Sarah, what I saw yesterday was that President Trump really only cares about Tesla's stock price. He turned the White House into a car show trying to help put a floor under the plummeting stock value of Elon Musk's Tesla. In the meantime, the stock market's lost trillions of dollars in value in the last 2 weeks. Anybody who's got a 401k shouldn't check it, because you're just going to be more depressed. I think we are heading towards a recession because of Trump's on again, off again, let's hit all of our allies, let's tariff everything that comes into the United States approach. And he is driving a wedge between the United States and our closest allies and trading partners. My state of Delaware exports more to Canada than any other place in the world, and imports more from Canada than any other place in the world. And the on again, off again, double-digit massive tariffs that Trump has proposed, pulled back, reimposed this week is creating chaos in the markets and uncertainty with those with whom we have close alliances and long-standing trading relationships.
It was also interesting talking to Moody's chief economist about the way in which Donald Trump came into office and how the economy was doing at the time. Donald Trump has said the terrible economy he inherited from Joe Biden. Moody's says actually he was handed an economy that was strong. Where do you sit on this? Because they're saying, look, prices are still high, and they were high during the Biden administration, but they are currently still high. So who is to blame for where we are right now on March 12th?
Well, Sarah, this isn't a matter of opinion. This is a matter of fact. First, yes, when President Trump came in, President Biden had left him an economy with steady growth, with all-time high stock markets, and with inflation coming down. President Trump, over and over on his campaign trail, in his inaugural speech, and in his address to Congress last Tuesday, said, I'm going to make America affordable again. He said on day one he was going to bring prices down. Prices haven't come down. In fact, by slapping tariffs on Canada and Mexico, he's raised prices on things from the lumber that we use to build housing to the fruits and vegetables that Americans buy at the grocery store. And slapping tariffs on all of Europe just yesterday will increase prices even more. He said recently that this is just a small disturbance. And maybe for billionaire friends of his like Elon Musk, a little bit of a rise in prices is a small disturbance. But bluntly, the markets don't like it, consumers don't like it, and we're already seeing predictions that there will be shrinking growth and a recession this year.
That is terrible news if it does come to fruition.
Yes.
I just wanted to remind people of what Donald Trump said about electric cars not so long ago. Let's just put up on the screen what he said about electric cars, because as you mentioned yesterday, he did have a parade of Tesla cars outside of the White House to show people. Here's what he said in 2023. All electric car lunacy and so much more are looking to destroy our great USA. May they rot in hell again. Merry Christmas. That was his Christmas message. That was December 25th. How times have now changed. Senator Chris Coons, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you coming on and talking us through these important issues.
And Sarah, if I might,
Sure.
The stunning thing is that in addition to putting on a car show in front of the White House, explicitly to benefit the stock value of Elon Musk, his billionaire buddy Elon Musk pledged another $100 million to support Trump's political campaign efforts. The public corruption at the very core of this is just shocking.
And we will let them comment, because I'm sure they will comment on what you just had to say. Senator Chris Coons, I know you got work to do. We will wait to see what happens with this stopgap measure in the Senate coming up this week. Appreciate you. Kate?